The ECU Pirates baseball team had a tough loss last night in Wilmington, but they were looking to bounce back tonight with tough lefty Nick DeRazzo on the bump. Pirates hosting High Point. A beautiful night at Clark LeClaire in Greenville. Ben McDonald puts a charge in one and it short hops the wall in left, and McDonald ends up with a double. He would stay there though, thanks to a great diving catch by the High Point left fielder. The Pirates, well, they were up to the challenge. They have Ben Foltz out there in left field. He has a nice catch of his own right here. Then Foltz uses his speed to get on base. Outruns everyone right there to the bag. Then McDonald almost muscled this one out of right field, but another nice play by the High Point outfield. Foltz trying to steal second. He's called out, but on second look, you'll see that he was never tagged on the play. Coach Billy Godwin upset, and it would not be the last time he would have a conversation with an umpire in this ball game. A bases loaded sac fly in the sixth would bring home another High Point run to give the Panthers a 4-0 lead. Then Jack Reinheimer hits into the 6-3 double play to end the Pirates' threat in the sixth. We go to the seventh inning. Foltz unloads on one, and it sails over the wall in right for a 2-run home run. The Pirates cut the lead in half. It's now 4-2. Then, during a pitching change in the ninth inning, Coach Godwin is tossed out of the game. He was upset about what he believed was an inconsistent strike zone as the game wore on. He would get his money's worth, much to the delight of the home crowd, but it was the High Point Panthers who were the happy ones in the end with a 4-2 victory. Next up for ECU, a weekend series in Houston starting on Friday night at 7:30. The ECU men's basketball team made history last night in beating Savannah State 66-65 in the collegeinsiders.com tournament. It was the first postseason victory for the men's team in school history. Miguel Paul scored the last 5 points for the Pirates, including this three that ignited the crowd inside of Minges Coliseum. Head coach Jeff Lebo spoke after the historic win.
Live to play another game. And I told the guys that in the locker room after the game, I said, look around at your teammates, because this is the only East Carolina team in Division I that's won a postseason game. I think 50 years. That's quite an accomplishment.
For their efforts, the Pirates will host a second-round game Saturday at 5 p.m. The opponent is yet to be determined. For only the second time in school history, the ECU women have been selected to participate in the WNIT. The last time it happened, 2 years ago, when Sharon Baldwin-Tenner took her Pirates to Drexel in Philadelphia and won a first-round game. Current coach and Conference USA Head Coach of the Year, Heather Macy, is very excited to get the chance to coach this year's team just a little bit longer.
We're going to go into another really hostile environment and have to play at Western Kentucky, great women's basketball tradition. I'm interested to see our response to that. I think we've faced that challenge multiple times this year, hopefully to prepare us for this moment.
As you heard Coach mention, the Pirates will play at the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers tomorrow night, tip-off set for 8 p.m. Quite possibly the most knowledgeable basketball fan to ever occupy the Oval Office, President Barack Obama has filled out his NCAA tournament bracket with ESPN's Andy Katz. Last year, President Obama correctly picked 2 of the Final 4, so it might do you some good to keep an eye on what he has to help your own bracket. He predicts that Louisville will beat Ohio State in one semifinal and Indiana over the Florida Gators in the other in the Final 4 in Atlanta. President Obama, an Illinois native, has the Hoosiers of Indiana winning it all in the championship. That's all for sports. We'll have a final check of your forecast after the break. You're watching Fox Eastern Carolina News.